What's up, guys? Robert Julian here once again, back again, at it again with another episode of Rob's WWE Review here on YouTube.com. Make sure to like this video and to subscribe and move the rag out my way. I'm talking about Raw, man. Raw came off like damn near half an hour ago, I think. And, man, they came off with a fucking bang. It was awesome. Beautiful ending. But let's get to it. I'm just talking about the main things. First, you had Punk and Show, fighting one-on-one. Real good match. I get at like 3 stars. Daniel Bryan comes out, and him and Big Show starts beating the hell out of Punk. Cena comes out and saves him, but Punk looks mad because he stole his spotlight again, not realizing that Cena just helped your dumb ass, idiot. But then AJ announces it's going to be a tag match later on in the night, or whatever. Then after that, we had, I think, another match. I'm just talking about all the matches and the main things. Y2J versus Ziggy versus The Miz. Match of the night. Man, this match was crazy. The first 3 minutes was slow as hell, though, but that's because Miz and Zig was just attacking Chris Jericho. Man, I think like the last 8 minutes, 7 minutes of this match, 5 stars. Like, it was awesome. It was one part. Y2J did a superplex on Miz, but at the same time, Ziggler powerbombed him. So it was 3 guys. Like, that was crazy. That was a hell of a highlight. There was so many near falls at the end of the match. You thought Jericho was going to win. You thought Miz was going to win. But then Ziggler came out of nowhere with the zigzag, and he picks it up. So, hey, does that mean Chris Jericho's going to win at SummerSlam? Because, usually when the guy who wins before SummerSlam loses at the pay-per-view, whatever, not just SummerSlam, any pay-per-view. So that always kind of happens. I hope Chris Jericho loses, though. Not just because I hate him, just because I love when he put other stars over. I like when he do that. I really do. And after that, you had Caitlyn, a tag match with the Divas. Only reason I'm bringing this up is because Wade Bear was trending worldwide. That was hilarious. I really thought Wade Bear was going to make a return, but I guess he didn't. Whatever. After that, you had Bryan and Show versus Punk and Cena. This was a really entertaining match. The actual wrestling was garbage. Honestly, I ain't gonna jack. I don't even think they really tried to wrestle. It was 13 minutes of entertainment. I'm gonna just fast forward to the ending. The ending was pretty cool. Punk and Cena mocking each other, literally doing each other's moves. John Cena does CM Punk's high knee, but it was awful the way he did. He hit him with both knees, and the Bulldog was retarded too. But Cena doesn't really do those type of moves, so I guess that's why I looked at absolutely retarded. But that was kind of funny. But Cena picks up the win because Punk just walks away with his belt on his shoulder and just says, "Go ahead, buddy. You're the star." And then after that, Cena's, celebrating, and, Punk saves Cena because it looks like Big Show is going to attack Cena. Offers to shake Cena's hand, but, Cena doesn't want to. Cena damn, he could have shook his hand. But whatever, who knows what CM Punk could have did. Since he's a tweener now, we don't ever know what CM Punk's going to do. What a great character. The greatest character of all time. Blah, blah, blah. Anyway, yeah, I'm not a big Punk fan. He's a beautiful wrestler, though. I ain't gonna jack to you. I say beautiful, no homo. After that, you had Punk backstage saying that Cena doesn't care about nobody but himself. Then the contract signing. Lesnar and Paul Heyman. Paul Heyman was talking for like 30 minutes. Like, it felt like he was talking for 30 minutes. Then HBK finally comes out. It's quiet for like a minute. I'm just thinking, okay, Brock Lesnar's about to beat his ass. No, Triple H comes out, and I'm just like, what? Then they both sign the contract. It's all quiet. Brock Lesnar signs the contract and throws it at Triple H and then gets out the ring and does his little jog or whatever. I'm sick of him doing that for no reason now. Like, dude, stop doing that shit. Then he goes away. I'm like, bro, was that it? Like, are you fucking kidding me? That was it? No, it wasn't. Bro, when it came back on, I've never seen nothing like this, man. Shawn Michaels was going to leave, but Paul Heyman was kind of parked in front of him. Shawn was like, Paul, get out the way. You know what you're doing. Get out the way. Paul's, oh, my God, I'm sorry. I don't know what I'm doing. Brock Lesnar pulls Shawn Michaels out the car, and, like, the camera starts to shatter, and then it just goes dark. And the cameraman looks like he falls, and the camera just dark. And then we just hear all this rackets. We hear glass shatter. We hear Shawn Michaels scream. We hear Lesnar saying, yeah, yeah, his white-ass voice. Yeah, yeah. We hear Paul Heyman say, let Triple H know, or whatever. I thought that was going to be an end of Raw. That would have been a pretty fucking crazy ending, but no, it wasn't. And went to a commercial, came back on. Michael Cole and Jerry was talking about it. Jerry looked absolutely disturbed. It was hilarious. But then Brock Lesnar brings, not Triple H, brings Shawn Michaels back in the ring, hits him on that F5, and he got him in that lock. I keep forgetting what that's called. I just remembered what it was, but then I forgot the lock that broke Triple H's arm. Triple H tries to save him, but Paul Heyman tells him, hey, if you take any step closer, you know, Shawn Michaels about to get his arm broke. Lesnar's going to break it. Triple H doesn't move, but Brock Lesnar breaks the shit anyway. And then he runs away. He literally runs from Triple H. Triple H was chasing him for like 12 seconds. I really didn't enjoy that at all. That was awful. But you know, it made Brock Lesnar look dominant again, what he needed. And I'm glad that happened. It was a really good Raw. Well, it wasn't really good. I'm sorry. It was only like probably 3 highlights of this whole match. I honestly think that Chris Jericho and those boys with the triple threat really saved the night for the wrestling. That match was awesome. I'm going to just bump it up just to a solid 7 for that match alone. Without that match, it's damn near 4. Like, and I'm being nice. Seriously. But give me your comments. Give me your reviews. And what did y'all think of Raw, man? Did I overreact by giving it a 7? Do y'all think it should be higher? Do you think it should be lower? But subscribe, please. Later.